We use the excuse of the 40th anniversary and the celebration in some ways of our community, the diaspora community, locally but also globally, to bring these voices, these artists that are working in different locations with different focus, not really being aware of one another's works together in one place. I mean, that has been, I feel so privileged to have been able to attempt to do that. It's one of the first times that has happened in our community. And also, I mean, this is the first of the two exhibitions, right? So we will have a focus on the local artists in the Bay Area, which has quadrupled in the past decade. It's just kind of amazing. I'm so excited to see the works come together because I feel like each one speaks to our experiences as immigrants, as refugees, as people in this larger diasporic community from a different angle. And each one in some ways, I mean, that's what art does, right? It gives voice to your experiences. It actually manifests some of the thoughts and feelings that you're experiencing, and without the art, you may not be able to visualize or verbalize it, but each of the works give you a tool to sort of reflect on your own experiences. And it's particularly important today because of our political tension between the two nations. I came here myself to this country as a student in 1978. So I was away from those experiences of the revolution. I experienced the hostage crisis. Like, it's been tense. My experience of being in this country has always been being of, you know, and being in between, but being in between two forces that are constantly in conflict with one another. And it has continued to be the case, and it feels like we're getting to a plateau that, because of the politics today, it feels explosive at the moment. So it becomes even that much more important to give voice to our stories and to our narrative and to our experiences. It defines me and it defines my work. I have used the public platform that my art kind of gives me as an artist, but also as a curator, to make sure that it connects with the audience in a way that it would be impossible for them to connect otherwise. And that's basically formed my work. I would say that the first decade that I was here, I was working to reflect on my own personal experiences, and it didn't necessarily bring thinking about the audience so much. But since 2001 specifically, that work has shifted to include community stories, like stories of Iranian communities specifically, and to bring and gather people together. Like that becomes a mission in my work, and has kind of defined my practice, you know, as an artist as well as a curator. And the two connect really, you know, together.